Hello and good morning for me from my car. I don't know when it is when you watch this, but for me it's morning time and I'm already out doing productive stuff. I just finished an appointment with my doctor. I did just my annual checkup, basic stuff like blood work, run-of-the-mill stuff. That was good to get that checked off the list. I'm very bad about doing stuff like this, but I'm trying to get better. So I'm like, yay me. Since I did that, I'm gonna reward myself with a couple of errands. Like, they are productive, but they will be fun. I need to run to Michael's to return something, but it's in a fun store, you know? And Weston needs paint. Specifically, he's requested shades of blue and lilac. And I could pick that up at Michael's, but I really wanna go to Hobby Lobby. I'm working on a couple journaling projects. One of them is due to go out on Monday and I have not even started. And the other one I have a little bit more time, but I need specific things for these spreads that I have in mind. So I thought we could just go check out some craft stores together, and I'm gonna swing back around the P.O. box before we head home because I haven't gone in a little while, and then we'll see what we get up to the rest of the day. I don't know what's gonna happen once we get home. I've got things I need to do with the kids with school and stuff like that, but the construction crew is really loud right now. It's so loud. That's another reason why I've stacked my errands today, to kind of give me a little bit of a gap out of the house and a break from the sound. The sounds are really hard for me. And I think what they're doing is actually ripping up the road right outside of our fence right now. So it's extra loud. So my hope is that we continue vlogging today, but I don't really know. I don't know. It's a surprise for you. It's going to be a surprise for me too. Okay. Let's go have some fun, being productive, but hanging out around craftiness. Someone left a comment that they recently bought a house mouse stamp at Hobby Lobby. So I wanted to look to see if they have it here at my Hobby Lobby. I don't see it. Our store is really new, so I think they're still kind of working on getting it stocked. But that would have been exciting. Okay, now I need to pick out paper for my projects. What do I want though? Last time I was trying to look, there was like 10 of us in the aisle, and it was really hard to look and kind of pick through stuff. So now nobody's here. I'm gonna take my time perusing and being inspired by all of these lovely prints. Look at how cute these are. They have Snoopy and these cute Winnie the Poohs and strawberry shortcake. How fun. There's pajama pants. I would, but I shouldn't, you know? But they're so soft. I'm very tempted. I'm not going to though. But look at how cute. The older I get, I like to have like character pajamas, like characters from my childhood. Oh my gosh, look at these strawberry shortcake socks. Those are so cute. It's like 40-year-old Kendra going back to childhood Kendra, you know? Yeah. And just doing the things that you used to love. Look at these strawberry shortcake socks. All right, paint for Weston. He wanted shades of blue. Is that metallic? I don't think so. We'll get a light blue, a dark blue. He also said a navy. That one actually says navy blue. We'll grab that one. And then he said lilac. Oh my goodness. There is so many goodies in here. I'm very excited to go home and open all of these treasures. Okay, I did my fun errands. It feels weird calling them errands because it's fun stuff, but I got that stuff taken care of. I got the scrapbook paper, I got the paint for Weston, got the thing returned, picked up all my Happy Meal. Eee! Now it's time to go home and see what else we get up to today. I am interested to see what the construction sounds like when we get home. Hopefully it's not too terribly bad so that we can keep hanging out today, but let's head on back home. I thought maybe you guys would like to open some mail with me, so I have you on the tripod. FYI, we're in the kitchen and the Instant Pot is right next to me. I think Kent is making a stew of some sort, so you might hear a little like bubbling sound as the pressure's leaving the Instant Pot, but let's open some of this mail together. Ooh, oh my gosh, there's so many amazing things in here. I love the bunny. I actually might use this in my journal that I'm going to work on tonight. I love that. It's a napkin, but did you know napkins are wonderful for journal spreads and they add a really neat texture. Did she make this? Wow. Anytime I receive anything that somebody made special for me, it's an honor, you know, to know that somebody took the time to make something like that. Okay, that's gonna look so cool on a journal page. We're gonna put this aside, and what I will do in a little bit is lay it all out really cute, and then I'll take a picture of it for the Happy Mail group, and I will take more video of it for a future video with you guys. Okay. This is so fun. This is from a girl named Kara that I did the texture swap with, and she nailed it. I love all of it. All of it's so pretty. In fact, she sent me way more than I sent her, so I feel like I need to work on another package for her. Look at these cool old pictures that she included. That is so neat. Look at this lady. She's got glasses, but it almost looks like her eyes are colored out. Kind of looks a little creepy, but cool at the same time. Wow. Oh my gosh, Kara, this is amazing. I will use all of this stuff. How neat. Oh, I love hummingbirds. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's really old. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Some more old book pages. Beautiful. That is such a cool package. I don't have words for this one. Let's count the construction vehicles. We've got 1 and 2 and 3. Working hard. They actually haven't taken this road up yet, but I think they're going to be doing it any day. It's not crazy loud out here right now. Maybe they're on their lunch break. But this is why I was saying it was so loud earlier, because they're just right here. Here's our fence. And here they are. There's a bunch of big, huge pipes down this way. I don't know what they're doing with those. Well, I can't show you, but there's more construction vehicles right behind this tree. I can see 2. And there's a bunch of pipes. So it sounds like we have some exciting things ahead. Also, look at the dust. Can you see that? We get really, really, really windy springs here. And now that all this dirt is everywhere, it just blows dirt constantly. Whenever I get in the car, I have to always wash the windshield because it's just covered in dirt. I haven't been sitting in the back patio, which I really like to do in the springtime and read because everything's just covered in dirt. It's a season though. It is a season, and this too shall pass, and it will be a new adventure. It's later in the day. Oh, are you wanting to say hello?
Hi.
Hi. It's 3:32 to be exact. So it's been a couple hours since I was hanging out with you guys. We did a dinner as a family. These guys are going to a Pokemon tournament tonight. Carson is getting his chores done. Like the dream that he is. I am feeling very, very, very tired. I'm tanking like this. And I haven't started editing my video for tomorrow, which is not good, seeing that it's already 3-something. So I'm gonna make myself a tea. I'm gonna do half calf. I try to not have the caffeine in the afternoons. Oh my gosh, what the heck? But I'm gonna do some decaf tea and some caffeinated tea, and I thought I would show you what I'm drinking. Hold on. Okay, I'm back with my hoard. If you could see my countertop, I have so many things to show you. Before we get into the show and tell, let me just say the construction has kicked up since we were last chatting. You're gonna hear it. It's really loud. Let me move you. I feel like it's too bright behind us. There we go. The construction's really loud, but just know it's 10 times more loud in my home and about 30 to 40 times more loud when you open the door. So hopefully we can just get through this little train of thought together because we've already started talking about tea and we have to finish it. Okay, tea. Let me start off by saying I have ADHD. Are we surprised? I don't think anybody's surprised. I am medicated for it. I take a stimulant, and since I take a stimulant, I am trying really hard to decrease the amount of caffeine that I have. So I've switched my tea game up a little bit. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know all about my most favorite tea. It is this biscuit brew tea, but this does have caffeine in it, and it is quite delicious. It tastes like you're dipping a cookie in your teacup. It is very bold. It is very strong. I like to put like a cream of some sort. I do coconut milk in mine, and then I do a mix of stevia and monk fruit and like a little dash of salt. It's so good. I still drink this, but I am trying to, like I said, cut the caffeine down. While we're talking about caffeinated teas, let me also tell you this exciting news. We have an exciting update. Yorkshire Tea has released a new tea flavor. It is called Bakewell Brew. It is so good. It's cherry, right? Yeah, cherry Bakewell Brew. So this tastes like you have dunked a pastry with cherry, a little almond, and a drizzle of something on it. And that's all just like little bits of it have fallen into your teacup and you've swirled it up and you're sipping it. It is bold and strong, just like this tea, but it has a different flavor. This one is more like warming comfort spices. This is more like an indulgent tea. It is so stinking good. It's probably a good thing that I can't have a lot of this because I probably would have already blown through this box by now, but it's not that expensive also. I will link all of this down below, so don't worry about keeping up with it. But if you are a bold tea friend like myself, caffeinated versions. Okay, now on to what I now drink in the mornings. Yorkshire tea. Can you tell? I'm a fan. I am a huge fan. This is their decaf black tea, and it is also like their other caffeinated counterparts. It is bold and full of flavor. It doesn't have like the warming spices like this one or the cherry almond flavor of this one. It's just a basic tea, but it is still so good. So in the mornings I drink this, and then I put this with it. I've talked about this tea before. This is caffeinated tea. It's a blueberry tea. It's a blueberry black tea. But the tea bags are really small. They're so tiny. If you put this in a cup, you would not taste a thing. Like there's just, you can't drink this on it. It's so tiny. I think that's why some people say they don't like tea, because they're not making their tea correctly. If you make it the right way, it's delicious and full of flavor, and it's bold, just like drinking a cup of coffee. But I marry these two together. This does have caffeine in it, so it's like a half cap situation in the morning. I wish you could smell it. It smells divine. Anyway, that's my morning cuppa as of late. I do still miss my BFF, and occasionally I visit her and check in and have a cup of her. Like today, talking about how I want half calf, I'm going to do this mixed with this. And that will keep me going throughout the night because I still, like I said, I have a lot of editing to do. I have a lot of laundry to do and other things that are boring. Okay, since we're talking about hot things, I thought we would move on to coffee as well. Since I already have you here, let's go ahead and talk about some coffee. I love a bold, strong, rich coffee. I was a massive coffee drinker back in the day. Many ADHD people are. I'm talking like cups and cups and cups and cups. When I used to be a professional photographer and I worked all the hours of the day and the night, around the clock and the weekends, I was hustling and bustling. I lived off of coffee, strong, rich, bold coffee, but it upsets my tummy now because I'm getting old. It's like too much acid for me, so it causes me to have acid reflux. So I drink it on occasion as a treat, just like these guys. Treats now, they're treats. When you get to be in your 40s, something like a caffeinated tea becomes a treat, you know? Anyway, this is my favorite decaf. And it's very hard to find a decaf coffee that is rich and bold and actually tastes like you're drinking a cup of coffee. This one does. Trust me, I know. I've been looking for many, many years. Before I had to cut caffeine because of my medication, I needed to cut it because of the acid reflux. So I've been working on it for a while. I've tried many that say they're rich and bold and full-bodied. They're lying. They're all telling stories. This one's really good. You can get it at most major grocery stores, Walmart, Kroger. We have a Smith's here, just like Kroger. It's the same thing. It's just something different, called something different. And you can find it on Amazon. I will link it down below. Also, even though that one is their decaf, I do really enjoy their caffeinated blend as well. Same thing, this is a dark roast. They have all sorts of roast. You can choose one that suits your fancy, but again, I like a dark roast, but I also like their French roast as well. Rich, bold, good. It tastes like you're getting a really good quality cup of coffee, but you're not spending a lot of money, you know? Okay, that was a lot. There was one other thing I wanted to share. I don't have this to share. I'm pointing down because my tea drawer is right underneath you. But if you just see me doing this, it probably makes no sense to you. I'm pointing at my tea drawer. My tea drawer did not have this tea in it. I was gonna share it with you. It's another decaf tea that I really like. It's made by Twinings. I have other ones, just not this one in particular. Yeah, Twinings. They make a really good decaf chai tea. It is delicious. I will link that down below as well. They also make a really good apple spiced tea. Hold on. Let me see. I think I actually have that one. Oh yeah, I have it. Okay. This is their spiced apple chai. Spiced apple chai. This is not decaf. So when I list it down in the box, because this has been very jumbly, as I'm trying to talk quickly so that you're not having to listen to that, I will try to break it into caffeinated and decaf so I'm not confusing you anymore because I'm kind of mixing things in here. But this one is also very good. Again, it all matters how you make it. You got to have more than one tea bag often if you want it to be nice and strong and have like a full body. So I would do a small cup and at least 2 of these, and then you add your accoutrement to it. Okay, thanks for coming for my tea talk. Get it? It's like TED Talk, but tea talk. I'm gonna go edit now.
Are they gone? It's just us. It's just us. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna edit videos. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna edit and clean and do some laundry. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If I get lucky, maybe a little crafting.
We did it. We did it. We finished another vlog. Woohoo! I'm gonna give you a high five, and I'm saying we because you guys are giving me so much amazing, beautiful support, and I truly think it is because of you that I am this mentally stable and the close to the end of a vlogging series. I was looking at the calendar. We have 7 more vlogs left, at least for me at this point in time. By the time you see this vlog, it'll be less, but woo, it feels good, and I still feel good. When I think back at all the different vlogging series I've done recently, they've each brought their own challenges, their own stories, their own celebration of the different seasons that they happen in. And I have met so many of you guys along the way, and we have connected during the vlogging series. But this month in particular, you guys are just there. You're there, you're supporting, you're engaging, and it's so beautiful. And I know time is so short for all of us, and I just want to say thank you so much. I have felt it. It has poured the gas in my creative tank, and it has kept me going. When I think back to the first vlogging series that I officially completed, because I've attempted many, but it was Vlogmas in December. I was excited to do that one. I felt like I really needed to complete that one officially, because I've attempted so many times, never completed until this last year. I needed to prove to myself that I could do hard things. I have a really hard time with starting stuff and not finishing them. And I get excited, I get so passionate about things, and then I fizzle. ADHD girl here, it's a real struggle. So I was in a very, very hard season. There were a lot of things going on behind the camera that I did not share about. And I was just like emotionally a wreck and unstable and all over the place. And I knew that if I could complete Vlogmas and prove to myself that I could do hard things in a hard season, it would give me so much confidence in my capability. And we are forever going to be in a hard season. There will be different phases within our life. With Weston's diagnosis that he received this last summer, our life could change in an instant. We could be trucking right along and doing great, and then all of a sudden end up in a hospital. And knowing that this unsteadiness was going to be my life, I knew that I could not be the best mama to him if I couldn't get a hold of myself. So I used Vlogmas as a way to ground myself, to build confidence within myself, and to prove to myself that I could do hard things during a hard season. And I did it! And I got to document all of the magic of the season. I will say, when January hit and I decided to do Vloguary, I was struggling a little bit with that one. I think it was everything that was going on in the months leading up to December, and then more things trickled into January. I was just like, oh, really, really struggling. And that's when my ADHD got super, 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 super bad. But even though Vloguary was a challenge for me, I still learned so much. I learned about telling a peaceful story, about documenting the little moments that are passing in and out, about why I care so much about telling stories. And I still pushed myself through a really hard patch. So I feel like even though January, that series was hard for me, we did it. We learned and we grew through it. And then we kind of got into the routine with our schedule, and I really missed the connection, the talking to you guys on a more regular basis, having something that I was creating on a more regular basis. And I was excited about attempting Veda, but I was nervous because of the construction outside. I don't want people coming to listen to my vlogs and hearing the beep, beep, beep. We're about cozy and hanging out together. We're not about listening to construction sounds. But again, you guys gave me the push and the support to push through. You said that you would be okay with it and that you were on board. So I thought, okay, if they're all right with a little beep in here and there, I'm gonna try my best to shoot things around that. And I knew that my content was going to be a little bit different in April. I was worried that that wouldn't resonate with you guys. But what happened? We grew by, I don't even know what it is right now, but we've passed the 200 mark. I should look. Let's look and see. All right, we have surpassed the 200 mark. Today we're at 224 new friends that have joined us just in the last couple of weeks, which is wild for a teeny tiny little channel like mine. It's very hard to find new friends out there. It's a very big ocean. There's a lot more people with bigger channels and big productions and the flashy stuff. And we're just over here making tea together and talking about crafts, you know? So it's been very exciting to meet a lot of the new friends. I guess April, honestly, when I think about it like that, it is very fitting that it's almost like a rebirth in a way. Not to sound kooky, but I have been working so hard on myself for the last year, and I have really put a lot of the work into practice, and I pushed myself even farther the last month. And I started therapy. I went and met with a psychiatrist to get more support with my ADHD. That has been completely life-changing. It has been so good for me. And I have released a lot. I have just let go of negative energy, negative opinions, negative people in my personal life. And I have just stopped. I've stopped caring as much. I have stopped feeling as broken as I had in the past about so much that has just happened this last year. I think at some point we will have a big chat about this, and I want to share a little bit more openly, because there is a lot of good in a lot of these things that have gone on, and there's been so much growth, and I have learned so many lessons. And I always want to share when I'm coming from a place of help, and I'm getting there. I'm getting to a place where I feel like I might actually be able to help other people with some of these stories. So I don't know when, but eventually I think we'll sit down and have a coffee chat, and I'll kind of fill you in, like, on a surface level. We're not going to go like too personal, but like on a surface level of some of these things. But a lot of this stuff kind of came to head and just passed through my life in April. And it was a lot of me just letting go of the rope and just feeling free. And a lot of that comes from work with my therapist. And so maybe it's fitting that we did this series in the spring when everything is blooming and coming back to life, and is so colorful, and it is very fitting with the season of life that I'm in right now. I feel that in my body, and I feel like we've been able to document that together here during this series. So I don't know, obviously I'm being very reflective right now as we just have 7 vlogs left. I can't believe it. It has really flown by, and I've been thinking a lot about what's to come in the future. Where do we go from here? Because I really do enjoy connecting with you guys on a regular basis. And before we started beta, it was 1, sometimes 2 vlogs a week, and truthfully that is more sustainable with our lifestyle. We're very busy with the kids, but I don't know, I'm thinking on it. I don't know how I want to approach that. It's all been so good. So this vlogging series has been beautiful and colorful and joy filled, and it has brought its own energy to the different vlogging series that I've done. All right, I am going to say goodbye to you. I think I might actually start another vlog after I say goodbye to you. I have some crafting that I get to do this evening, and I think I'm gonna sit in the kitchen. It looks like we're losing light as I'm talking to you, but if I have enough light, I'm gonna sit in the kitchen and do some journal spreads and just kind of film a little crafty section for a quick video that you might see coming up here pretty soon. So I will say goodbye to you. Thank you for hanging out with me for another beta video, hanging in there with the TED Tea Talk, and now the vlogging series, reminiscing, and I will see you guys for another video very, very soon. If you've made it this far, what would be a good, let's do flowers. Let's do all the spring things. Any spring emojis you want to pick. I think that would be fun to kind of fill the comment section with all of the spring beauty that symbolizes all the growth that's happened this month. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.